Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil sayyidina Muhammadin ashrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah. Sorry about that. So today we're going to do a review on Ataf Bayan. Yes, Ataf Bayan. So what do we know about it actually? But before that, let's see where Ataf Bayan comes from. Yeah, what group of halves does it come from? Okay, so we have something called tawabi. Yeah, I think you're familiar with this term, tawabi. Anyone not familiar with tawabi? Yes, it comes from, yeah, the followers. It comes from the root letters ta, ba, and ain. Yeah, so it's tabi'a, yatba'u. And tabi'un is actually the singular of this word, and tawabi is the plural. Yeah, so that's how it is. And we have different types of tawabi. The one that we know well is our mawsuf sifa. Yes, mawsuf is what it follows, the matbu, the one that is being followed, yeah, is the mawsuf. And the sifa is what describes the mawsuf or the man'ut. Yeah, we have two terms. Either we call it na'at or sifa, man'ut or mawsuf. Yeah. Then we have something called at. Yeah, this one, we have two categories that we're going to look at, but we are only going to focus on one of them. We know the nasa, yes, ataf nasa is the one that we always see, things like wow, fa, summa, this is all ataf nasa, and what it does is it joins two different sentences, yeah. Then we have atfu bayan. This is what we are going to focus on tonight, yeah, atfu bayan. We have badal. This is also another form of tabi. And last, tawqid. Yeah. Now, um, when we were learning access anyway under Bayina, I think most of you were under Dream, if I'm not mistaken. There is a term they call musharun ilay, the thing that is being pointed. Yeah. And the musharun ilay, they term it as badal. Okay, actually, musharun ilayh is a term that you use in sarf. Okay, and badal is what you use in nahu. Okay, I want you to understand this first because people get mixed up between what we use in nahu when we do Irab and terminology when we use it with sarf. So you would have things like isim fa'il, but the fa'il in your nahu is not the same fa'il in your isim fa'il as in sarf. Yeah, so this is something we need to appreciate, inshallah. Now, what is atfu nasab? This is your half that you use when you want to put things in order. We're not actually doing this tonight, but I just want you to understand the general picture, the difference between atfu nasab and atfu bayan. Yeah. Nasakun means arrangement. And so we have examples of the atifah halves. This one I think you know. Wa, fa, summa, am, aw, hatta, lakin, la, and bal. Yeah. And as you can see, we have things, this one, wow, fa, yeah, wow and fa, and summa. There is, especially wow, there is no, how do you say, particular, when you say something like this, okay, the example always works better when we come to explain things. When we say something like this, yes, Bilal and Muhammad came. When you use wa, there is no particular order. Who came first, you do not know. Who came when, you don't know. You just know that both of them came. Okay, Bilal could have come here last week. Muhammad could have come yesterday. Yeah, it didn't come together, but we just say a general statement that Bilal and Muhammad came. Yeah, this is what they call unrestricted association. You know, there's no specific order or timeline in which they come. But when you use fa, you bring an element of some sort of order, yeah, because one follows the other, yeah, one follows the other, and a short time has transpired between the two actions. Yes, for example, here, I bought a book just before I bought the notebook. Yeah, so you bought the notebook later, but not that much later. Yeah, you just bought the book just before you bought the notebook. Yeah, so this is why we use fa. Yeah. Then summa indicates order as well. Yeah, in this case, Zaid came first and then only followed by Muhammad. But there was a break in time, not as quickly as fa. Okay, this is the difference between the three ataf here. And then, of course, we have things like and aw. Yes, and aw. They used to compare, to give options. Yes. And then hatta. Now, hatta, or maybe one day, one fine day, we'll do revision on nasa. And we'll see how hatta can be more than just half of jar. Okay. Here it is actually, you can use it as half ataf, half of jar. And there's one more use. Which we will revise when the time comes. Yeah. So when you see a word that follows hatta and it's not jar, you have to sit back and think, what is it? You know, what's the function of hatta here? It might not be half of jar. Yeah. So we will see this when we come to the revision. Then we have something called lakin. Yes, lakin is something that we call istidrak. Yes, half istidrak. And what does istidrak do? Lakin is something that you use to set the record straight. So whatever statement you said before lakin, now lakin says, you know, however, this is actually what actually happened. Yeah, so this is what lakin does. Istidrak, we call it. And then you're surprised, why why is la under ataf? Yeah, so this is interesting. So one day, inshallah, we'll visit. Why is la ataf here? Yeah, there are certain conditions that must exist before la becomes a huruf ataf. Yeah, but it can. And then there's bal. Bal is what we call al-idrab. What is al-idrab? Al-idrab is whatever you say before bal, bal cancels it and says that no, that's not the case. No, that's not the case. This is actually the case. Yeah, slight difference between lakin and bal. Okay, so one day, inshallah, we will see how all these things work, but not tonight. No? Tonight we are concentrating on one particular particle, and that's this is, I'm just saying what I've said before. We're going to concentrate on ataf bayan. So what is ataf bayan? Yes.
I have a question. Like, does sofa also come in the above list or not?
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
Does sofa also come in the above list or not?
Sofa, the ataf?
Yeah, ataf. Like, is it a part of ataf or not?
As far as I know, no. Sofa is to show the future. Yeah, to show the future, indicate the future. So we wouldn't call it half ataf. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm back here again. So now, ataf bayan looks like badal. It looks like badal. Yeah, because, well, we'll see why. It is used to clarify the word it follows. Yeah. The word that it follows is, of course, the matbu, the one being followed. And it has typically the meaning of that is, because you're explaining what is before it. Yeah. It would have the same status as the word it clarifies. That one is obvious. Yes, it should have the same status. And it is different from the badal in two ways. Okay, the first one. We'll show examples of this, and inshallah it will become clearer. Now, with ataf bayan, we have two elements, yes, because whenever we have things like mausuf sifah, the matbu and the tabi, yeah. The first element is the mausuf, for example. The second element is the sifah. Yeah. So here is the same case. So with atabayan, the second element is clearer and better known than the first element, the word that it clarifies. Okay, we'll see this why. The second thing is, with atabayan, the first element is what we are concentrating on. With badal, it's the other way around because badal is the second element. Yeah? Your mubdal minhu is the first element. Anyone not familiar with the terms that I'm using? Okay, you're all right there. If there's no one, if there's someone who's not familiar with the terms that I'm using, you just stop me and ask. Yes, inshallah. Okay, so just have a look at this. Think of it this way. Yeah, for atabayan, the second element is clearer and better known than the first. Yes, with badal, the second element is more important than the first. See? Yeah, with badal, yeah, the second element is more important than the first. With atabayan, the second element is clearer and better than the first. There's a difference there. Yeah, so let's see the difference. The first example. Okay. Qabaltu Elizabasa Malikata Biritania. Oh, wow. Okay. My Arabic not that good. Yes, but basically, can you guess what this means? Anyone? Sister Diva, would you like to attempt to translate this?
Kabaltu means
Yeah.
To me.
I made
Uh-huh.
It's
Elizabeth. Yeah,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Yeah, I know. I know.
The queen of Britannia is England or something.
Yes, it's Britain. Yeah. So, well, we know that when these slides were done and the lesson was carried out by Dr. Rahim, she was still alive, but now she's passed on. Yeah, she's no longer the queen. We only have the king of Britain now. So I met Elizabeth, the Queen of Britain. Okay, so in this case, of course, Elizabeth is your maf'ul bihi. Yes, who did you meet? You met Elizabeth. And Malika is actually your ataf bayan. Yeah, your Malika is ataf bayan. This is your mudaf ilayh. Okay, so the second element is very clear. There is no doubt as to who, to whom, as to Elizabeth's identity. Yeah, she's the Queen of Britain. No, and not just any Elizabeth that we know. Yeah, so this is what we mean by ataf bayan. The second element is very clear, better known than the first element. Let's see another example. This is one of the classic Nahu examples. Grammarians use this example to explain ataf bayan. Aqsama billahi. This is of course fi'l madin. Yeah. Abu Hafs. Abu Hafs is the kunya for Umar al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu. Yes, it's a kunya. Kunya is a name that you address someone in Arabic, and that kunya usually associates him with his the eldest child that he has, yeah, a daughter or son. In this case, the son, yeah, Abu Hafs, Umar. So Abu Hafs, who is Umar, yeah, that is Umar, swears by Allah. He swears by Allah about something. Yeah, so here the fa'il is of course Abu. Hafsin is just like just now, is also mudaf ilayh. And Omar is Atubayan. Yep, why? Because we know Omar more. Right, this is better known. The second element is better known than the first. Not many people know He's also called Abu Hafs. Yeah, not many people know. So in the above example, Abu Hafs is taking the oath. The second element is better known than the first. So it's fulfilling that condition that it should be ataf bayan. Then we look at example 3. Aina ahuka Hashim? Yes, Aina ahuka Hashim. This is a question. Where is your brother Hashim? Yeah, where is your brother Hashim? So Hashim here is badal. Why not ataf bayan, you ask? So, why do you think it's not ataf bayan? Looks like as if Hashim is better known, right? The name here is a name rather than Ahuka. Ahuka is even more general. So why isn't it ataf bayan? Okay. This is the second condition. If you recall the second condition. Do you remember the second condition? Yeah.
So maybe because in Bayan it is more elaborative.
It's more elaborate.
In Bayan.
Okay.
Whereas this is just the first-hand information, like it can be any brother, but it's...
It can be any brother. Okay. Yeah. But the thing is, yeah, Hashim seems like something more clearer, isn't it? Because it's a name. It's an actual name rather than any brother, as you said, right?
Yes.
So by right, by definition, it should be ataf bayan. Yeah, but it's not.
It's clearer,
It's
but
badal.
not well known. It's not well known because of...
It's not because it's you see with badal, you can be better known. That's not the condition.
Okay.
Okay.
But in Bayan, sister, the first thing is described in a more elaborative way. Like for example, Elizabeth could be any woman, but when we say Queen of Britain, it's like it's more elaborative. I mean, I'm not sure.
This is a very, very, very subtle difference. Okay,
Yes.
let me see. Okay, I will repeat this again. Need to really put this in your mind. Okay, you're right. When you look at a sentence like that, you have to fulfill two conditions, yeah, before we consider it to be ataf bayan. First condition, the second element, right, is clearer and better known than the first. So this was the case with Elizabeth, Queen of Britain, as well as Abu Hafs. Omar is better known than Abu Hafs. Queen of Britain is better known than Elizabeth. Notice it's not whether it is a name or not a name, but whom do we know, right? Whom do we know? It could have been Badal as well, because with Badal, it's not a case of the Badal being lesser known. Okay, because Badal can be lesser known, better known, or not. It can be all three. I have shown you that. But what is important is with Badal, we are concentrating on Badal. It's not how much we know about the Badal, but Badal is our focus. Whereas with Ataf Bayan, we are clarifying something. That is the focus. Yeah? Do you get what I mean? With Ataf Bayan, we are clarifying something that is the focus. With Badal, it is the focus.
Yes.
Yeah?
Very,
Okay.
very clear. Yes.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. So when we go back to this example, so this is why Hashim is Badal, because we are concerned with Badal. Sorry, we're concerned with Hashim. We want to know where Hashim is, not just any brother. He could have had 3 brothers. So which brother are you asking me about? We're talking about your brother Hashim. He's the point of focus. Yeah, Badal. Okay, but we're not clarifying that because the clarification would have been Ahuka, which Hashim, the clarification is actually there in front. Okay, so for badal, it can be all three. Better known, equally known, or less known. For atabayan, it must always be better known. Yeah, if not, how is it going to clarify? Yeah, that's one. Then we have this other case, interesting. It depends on the norm. What do I mean by this? Okay. How do you know which one is better known? Yeah, this is the question. And it might even change. It depends on the situation. Yeah. So this is one example to show you what I mean by this. Yeah. Now, my Arabic reading again. Here we go. Sorry. Hal indaka mutanakkalun ay jawalun. Ay jawalun. I is just tafsri, meaning it explains what the mutanakkalun is. But this is actually the first element. This is the second element. Yeah. So now, why am I saying depending on the norm? Do you have a cell phone or mobile? The person is asking. Yeah. This is all about familiarity. Okay, so this is your half tafsir. Jawalun is ataf bayan, yeah, because it is better known in this case. Where is it better known in this case? Where is it better known in this case? This is a case where the second element can be lesser or more known than the first element depending on the circumstances. Yes. So mutanakilun is the name of the cell phone used in Arabic-speaking countries outside Saudi Arabia. Outside Saudi Arabia. Okay. So the term jawalun is what's used in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, so this is something that you would use when you're in Saudi Arabia because this is what is better known. So this becomes your atabayan. If you were in Dubai, outside Saudi Arabia, in order for it to stay atabayan, we'd have to switch it because this is what's better known. Follow me?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, Brother Hazim, you're here. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Yes, so this is what it means, inshallah. Okay, now. We saw just now ataf bayan. We saw the difference between ataf bayan and badal. Now we are saying it can actually be a badal, but how does this go? Yeah, that means it's interchangeable. Remember this, Sister Diba? You were saying, can it be ataf bayan? And I went, yes. Yeah, so there are conditions where it can be considered as badal kumingko. We were talking about badal that day, and Sister Diba asked whether it could be ataf bayan, and I said yes. Okay, so ataf bayan badal kumingkun means kul itself means the whole entire thing. That means Abu Hafs and Omar is the one and same person, right? Your brother and Hashim is the same person. Yes, so this is the entire thing is replaced. Yeah, the entire thing replaced. Then we can consider it as atabayan. Yeah, but not all the time. But we can consider it. It does qualify. Just put it that way. Like it qualifies to be badal kumingkul. Yeah. A quick review from the other types of badal, so at least you know what's the difference. What other badals that we have? Yeah. Like in this case, we have here badal ba'da minkul. You know, ba'da means part, right? Part. So we have something here, akaltu, that means I ate. Akaltu or I eat. Na? Dajaja is the chicken. Nisfaha. Nisfa is half of it. Yeah, nisfa is half. So I ate the chicken, half of it. So this is a classic example of badal ba'da minkul. Then we have badal ishtimal. The word shama'il is from here. Yeah, shimim lam. Shama'il as in our Prophet Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam characteristics, looks, attributes, sifa. You know, from there you can understand what we mean by badal ishtimal. Yeah. So in this case, he likes the book because of the language. He likes Bilal because of his speech, yes, and he likes Bilal because of the knowledge that he carries. Yeah, so this is the other types of badal. Quick review on badal. So when is ataf bayan not badal kumingkul? Yeah, when is this? Even if it replaces the whole. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, even if it replaces the whole, when is it that it cannot be atabayan? Just now it was clear cut. We saw, no? As long as it's not ijtimal, as long as it's not ba'da munkul, it can be badal. Yeah. When one of the two elements, this one I'm talking about, the mausul sifat thing, right? Yeah, or the mubdal minhu and the badal thing. Yeah, the ma'bu and the one that follows the tabi. So I'm talking about these two elements. When one of the two elements is omitted, the meaning is not disturbed. There is no grammatical error, because sometimes when you take something out of a sentence, you disturb things because maybe the amil doesn't have a mu'mal to work on anymore, or the other way around. Yeah, so things change in the sentence. So if this is not changed and there's no change to the grammar, then you can consider it as kul. Yes, otherwise it is atabayan. You cannot interchange it. You have to call it atabayan. That's basically what it's saying here. So what is it? How is it? So I'm going to just give you one example only for this. Yes, because we want to do our exercise. So I don't want to spend too much time, but if you need more examples, you just PM me. Yeah, you just message me. Now we have this sentence. We want to say that Zainab, her brother Bilal, came to me. Yeah, Zainab, her brother Bilal came to me. Okay. Then we said if we remove any one of the elements, yeah, in this case, if we remove the second element, it won't make sense, isn't it? How does it make sense? We have suddenly two rafa's and one fi'il. Yeah. So we have disturbed something. There is no meaning to the sentence anymore. Yeah. So Zainab Bilal came to me, kind of thing. But it has to be grammatical correct. We should have something that says that they came together to me or something like that. But no, we place one in front and one back. So we have disturbed the structure of the sentence. Yeah. So it can only be atabayan in this case. It cannot be badal kuminkul, even though we're talking about her brother Bilal. Yeah. Now, in the next example, if either element is dropped, the sentence still makes sense. This is back to our question just now. Aina ahuka Bilal? Yes, where is your brother Bilal? We are asking. So if I drop Bilal, it still makes sense. If I drop ahuka, it still makes sense. Yeah. Aina ahuka? Where's your brother? Aina Bilal? Where is Bilal? Now in this case, you can happily call it badal kuminkul. Yeah, you can interchange between the two, inshallah. All right. Now, what are other things that the grammarians have said about atabayan? Let's have a look. Yeah. Now, some grammarians says that atabayan can be ma'rifah or nakira. Some say it can only be ma'rifah. You know why? Because it's clarifying something that you know. So this is why the grammarians say it can only be ma'rifah. Yeah, but some grammarians says no, it can be both. Yeah, it can be both. So these are opinions. And they have their evidences, they rationalize why it can be done. And this was taken from Alfiyah by Imam Malik. I think Alfiyah is very similar to Al-Jurumiyah that we went through with Bayina. And maybe some of you have gone through Muha al-Irab, which by Imam al-Hariri. These are all grammar rules that they write in poem form, so that it's easier for us to understand and remember and memorize. Yeah. So Alfiyah is one of them. So he wrote it there. These are two lines of poetry, and it basically refers to atabayan and the first element. And so they're saying both the first and second element, atabayan is the second element, can be nakira or it can be ma'rifah. So he gave some examples when the matbu'ah is nakirah. No? It's clear that, of course, it is ma'rifah. Atabayan is ma'rifah because it's explaining, clarifying something that we know. But here it's saying, on top of that, it can also be nakirah in these circumstances. Yeah, he's saying here in ayah here, أو كفارة طعام مساكين. Yeah, مساكين. So here, ta'amu is explaining kafara. Yes. Here, Zaituna is explaining mubarakah. Remember, they always status is always the same. Yeah. Here is Rafa. Here is Majrur. They will follow. Then we have something Jabbarin Anid. Yes. Now, Ma'in Sadid. Sadid. Yes. There are alternative Irabs to this. So you see, there is interchangeability in Irab. So we would not necessarily this is wrong or that is right. You know, sometimes both are acceptable, because whenever the grammarians can rationalize it, then we should be open-minded about it. But we know what it's talking about basically. It's basically explaining or describing something, right? So some of the alternatives to this, instead of saying it is ataf bayan, this is just badal because it's interchangeable, yeah, in a sense. Here as well is badal. In this case, the alternative one was sifa, yeah, jabbarin anid. And here, badal, yeah. Okay. Now, other things about ataf bayan. Can it be a sentence? Sifa can be a sentence, right? We said that a sentence that follows a word that is common is sifa. Yeah? A sentence that follows a word that is proper, it's hal. This is the rule. Yeah, this is the general rule, the accepted rule. There are some exceptions, but this generally. I repeat again, when a sentence follows a word that is common, yeah, or nakirah, then that sentence is a sifa. A sentence that follows a word that is ma'rifah or proper, then the sentence is usually haliyah. Yes, hal. So now they're asking, is ataf bayan, can it be a sentence? Can the matbuk also be a sentence? Yes, this is asking. One is a word, the second one is a sentence. The other question is both are sentences. Can this be possible? Yeah. So most grammarians say no. Yeah, but now more forward-thinking grammarians, yeah, they're saying, yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? So this Sheikh Mustafa Al-Ghalayini, yeah, Ghalayini, yeah, he is a more recent grammarian, a modern grammarian, and he wrote this book, yes, Jami'ud Darus Al-Arabiya, and he said, he gave two examples, one sentence with sentence, the other one word with sentence. Yeah, so here it is. This is a verse from Surah Taha, and he said that the first part, of course, is your first element. The second part is your ataf bayan. Oops, sorry. Yes, this whole thing is ataf bayan. If you go into your Irab textbooks, they don't really call it ataf bayan. I think because people are more familiar with ataf bayan as being one word. So this is like a modern concept. Most of them just say that the sentence here, the one in red, yes, the sentence that follows this one, the whisper, then Satan whispered to him, right? What did he whisper to him? Yeah, it just says that it is a new sentence and it explains the first one. Yeah, it's a new sentence, but explains the first one. This is the conventional Irab, not the modern one here. Yeah. Then the second case here, as you can see, this is just a single word, nudu, those who call, calling someone, a group of people calling. And it was announced to them. Yeah, it was announced to them. And the second element is here, the whole sentence here. Yeah. The conventional Irab is, we call it tafsiriyah, jumla tafsirah. That means the sentence clarifies. So his argument is valid because in both cases you see that the sentences is there to clarify or explain, right? So that's what Atabayan is anyway. The only thing is he looks at it as a whole sentence rather than just a single word. Yeah. Okay. So that's about it on Atabayan. Any questions before we spend some time on our Irab exercise homework that I set you that day, inshallah?
Sister, can you please give an example of the one you just mentioned about hal and sifa? You know, the sentence followed by common and sentence followed by
Followed
proper.
by, okay.
Please, thank you.
Whether if I have a sentence, wait, I'll stop this one. Oops, sorry. I'll stop sharing. Oh no, I'll stop sharing the screen for a while because I need to look for stuff on my computer. I don't want to see the mess. I don't want you to see the mess. Okay, inshallah. Just stop. Please remind me to share back the screen, okay? Okay. You've probably seen this because I think you're familiar with the Madinah books, right? Are you familiar with that?
Not
The
exactly.
Madinah books, I think some of you follow that. Yeah. So in this case, there's no sentence here, but more like a word. But this is a shibhu jumlah. So this is something like a sentence. Yeah. So we have something that is ma'rifah, comma, the child, fi ghurfati na'iman. So this whole sentence is your haliyah. Yes. This is a word, wadihan. The azan is clearly heard. This is the azan. It's clearly heard. Yeah. So this is haliyah. With sifa, it would not have been ar-rajul, it would have been rajulun. Yeah, it would have been rajulun. Rajulun, and it won't be a nasab, it would be, how do you say? It would be marfu because mausuf and sifa, right? But if it's a sentence, then it would be just a common word, and then you will have a sentence that follows it. Maybe something like, okay, a chicken maybe with two legs came running, something like that, right? So a chicken is just a common word, and then it came running is a sentence. It actually describes the chicken. Yeah, so that would be something like sifa. I have only here of hal. I don't have sifa here.
You can say like Kallamani Rajul Yalbas Sayab Saub or something.
Oh yeah, okay. The meaning would be, what would be the translation be for the others to understand, Sister Sifa?
So like
The man spoke to
yeah,
me.
to me, wearing soap, so it's giving the sifat to the
Wearing the thawb, is it? The baju lah, the thawb is the gown, is it? Something like that? Okay, yeah.
long shirt.
Long gown. Is that all right with you, Sister Vinita? I can give you better examples later, yeah, if you want, inshallah.
Yes, I think I've somehow understood. It's more like an ad. It's more sounds to me more like an adverb, right? Because it's adding more to the verb that I've understood.
The hal, yes. The hal, yes. Yes, it is more like an adverb. Yeah. The sifa, when we come across one, inshallah, I will I will tell you, inshallah.
Jazakallah.
Okay. So now I want to go back to our exercise here, somewhere under all this. Okay, where is it? Subhanallah. Okay. Here we are. I won't do this yet. We'll do this later. We have about 15 minutes. Not all of you have this. Yes, who doesn't have this? Maybe Sister Ziva doesn't have this yet. You won't have this, but we can do this together. Now
I don't have this system.
you don't have it. Okay, this one I gave about 3 weeks ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I joined later. I joined 2 weeks back.
Yeah. I think Sister Alim, you have attempted this, right? And Brother Hazim also has attempted this. Okay. So we'll try and make it simple because my Arabic typing is slow, but I'll try, see what happens. Okay, then. This is easy. We know this is a half. We are very familiar with this half. We know it is ataf. Yeah. And of course, all halves does not have any status because it's mabni. They don't have a role grammatically. Yes, of course, they do things. They work hard. Yes, but they don't change anybody in the sense that they don't play a role in it. But they do change. They do change people. They do make people majrur. They do make people mansub words. Yes. So it's mabni, and it is mabni on fatha. It's always with fatha. Yes. And here we have al-Qur'ani. Al-Qur'ani, because alif lam, we know automatically it is an isim. And of course, there's kasrah here. Whenever there is a word with kasrah at the end, almost 95% of the time, it is an isim. Yeah, there are cases of kasrah at the end where they are not. Yes, when you drop half ilau, when you drop ya mutakalim, when it's for smoothness, it was originally a sukun, but because we are joining it with another word, it has kasrah. Yes, there are other cases. So that's why I'm saying 90% of the time, we can safely say it's majrur. Yes, we can safely say it's majrur. So now this word, oops, shall I put the, how do I insert the row above? Okay, because you don't know what this is. Okay. Sister Ralin, can you help me out with the first row? What type of word is this? Tahtalifun. Tahtalifun.
فعل.
It is a fi'il. Yes. What type of function? Okay. Fi'il. And what's the status? Why do you say it's a fi'il? Why do you say this? What made you recognize it as a fi'il? What were the signs that you saw that made you say it's a fi'il? It's correct, of course, but what were you looking at?
The ta at the beginning and una at the end.
Abandoning. Okay. So now the una at the ending means the status is?
Status would be مرفوع.
Yes, the status of the marfu, meaning this is normal. It's not light, it's not lightest. And what's the sign?
The answer. You have given the answer for this. تختلفون.
Oh, I have? Mashallah. Okay, never mind. So what is the sign then? Just so I can put it in.
Okay. النون.
Anun. Okay, everyone understand why, yeah? It's Anun. The doer is
الواو.
Al-Waw. Okay, so you have to do the next one then. Or did I do this as well?
No.
Okay, so what type of word is this?
This one اسم.
Isim. And we don't talk about the function at the moment. This would be what status?
مجرور.
It's majroor. And what's the sign?
كسرة.
Okay, kasra. And there's no doer, right? Because it's an isim. Okay, so all right. Here, you did this already. Okay. Brother Hazim, Armusali. You did this correctly, so you can give us the answer.
Isim.
This is an isim. Yes. And the status is, whoops, sorry. That's not don't look like isim. The status is?
Nasab
I,
Raja.
okay, yes. So it can be mansub or it can be majrur. Yeah, because we don't know. We don't know. It looks the same. And what's the sign?
Al-Nun.
Mm?
Nun.
Why do you say it's noon? This is an isim.
Sign.
So if it is rafa, if it
This is
is marfu, it will be armusalun. Yeah?
yeah.
Ah,
Is it yeah?
yes, it is, yeah. But there's no dua because it is. Yep. Did you get it? Do you get it, Brother Hasim? Why it's yeah?
No.
Okay. Always remember this noon for an isim is the noon that replaces the tanwin sound in your isim. Nah, remember? And if there was no al in front and you want to make it light, it would have been mursali. You drop the noon. Yeah, but because there's al here, we don't do that. Yeah, so it's mursalina. With fi'ils, the noon is not the sign of its status. Sorry, the noon is the sign of its status. Okay, that's what gives the status, because the light would be tahtalifu. You drop the noon. The lightest is also the same, tahtalifu. Yeah.
Okay, but this sorry, Sister Zorida,
Yeah.
the first one for the tax telephone, the sign says no.
Yes, that means the presence of noon indicates it's marfu. We didn't do anything to it. It's still the original fi'il. Tahtalifuna.
Oh,
Ah. If you have your half that makes your fi'il light, then you drop the noon. That's how you know it's light, because you drop the noon. Lightest, you drop the noon. That's how you know it's light. And the only way you know whether it's light or lightest, yeah, will depend on the half that you use, because you have the half that makes jazm and the half that makes nasab. Yes, so you have to recognize your proofs for that. But how it looks like is you will drop the noon. But whether it's light or lightest, you look at the half that drop the noon, that make the noon cause the drop. Okay? With isim, the noon is not an indication of the status. The noon is just to replace the tanwin in your isim. Only isims have tanwins, yeah? So,
yes.
so we need that n sound because it's not light. Because isims can also be light, but not light in the sense of the verb. Huh? It's different. But isim has to be mansub by draw. Is this mansub and the mansub for your fi'il is not the same. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
okay, I understand. Okay, that's a field, not an SM. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Brother Hazim. Okay with you? Still not there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, Siratin. Okay, who wants to take this one? Sister Bashira, since you can talk. Okay, what is this? What word is this?
It's an SM
It is an isim. Why do you say it is an isim?
because of the tanween. It ends with a tanween.
Yes, it is. End of it is a tanween, and it also has kasra. So, what's the status here?
Majroor.
Majrur. So this is, but the sign is the kasra. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Kauman. Yeah, you keep on doing this, please. The next one is same as well, right?
Yes,
Same
yes,
reason. So
Yes.
this one
Mansub.
status. Sorry, sign.
Mansub dan Fatha.
Fatha. Okay. What about ghafilun? What is this?
This is an
Ghafilun.
ism fa'il.
This is an
Ism
isim, yes. Okay. It is an isim fa'il, but we are looking at nahu now. So we just say, so what's the status here?
So the status is marfu.
Marfu.
Huna. So wow.
Wow. You understand. All right. Now, Sister Ziba. Yu'minuna.
Minuna is fail.
It's a fi'il. Yeah.
Fail mudar.
And the status?
Status is rafa, marfu.
Marfu. Yes.
And the reason is subut and noon.
Yes, the noon. Yeah. It's there. Simple. Good. And about the next one? Aghlala.
Lalan is ism.
It is an isim.
Mansub.
It is mansub.
Alamat nasbihi tanween.
It's fatah. Yeah.
Fatha, fatha,
Yeah.
fatha.
Yes, fatah type. Good. Yep. That fatah is enough. Inshallah. Okay. Then what about this one? Let's each one do 3. Okay, let's do 3 each. Ila asqani. So
Ila is
you
harf jar.
yeah. The one that I want. Sorry. The instruction here was the one in red. You don't need to give the. I don't know. It's there to help you. To help you. So yes, this is an isim.
Ism and it is majroor.
Ani. Okay.
No, yeah, asqani.
Is it? Ani. Is it
No,
majrur?
no, asqani is it's because of alif.
So
Marfu.
marfu. Alhamdulillah.
The ila gave ila.
Yes. I
Confused.
know.
So alif al-ithnain is the sign for its marfu being marfu.
I just want to check what Brother Hazim did for this.
Sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it Marfu Askani? Is the word is Askani is the word,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
This
This is
word.
dual. This is dual. Yes. So
Yeah,
your
and
column for isim in the dual, the column for isim in the dual, it is, what is the column for isim in the dual? Muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini. So ila makes it majrur, but why is it kani?
yeah, that's why I said this. The word is Askani for the dual.
Interesting. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Is this why you did not understand, Brother Hazim? Let me see what
It's not for
what
two.
is happening here. Yeah, what is happening here? So it's not for 2. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, this is the part of the word, sister, because the root letters are za, kaf, noon.
Okay, good. So good. Well caught. So here it is actually
Majroor.
Majroor.
majrur. So we shall put a note there somewhere. So the sign is actually kasra. Yeah, kasra. So why? I'm going to put note here because there's no doer.
So, sister, so rather the construction of this word is asqan, like it's not dual.
Mhm.
like Johan and all that word. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it means chin. Chins. So face.
Okay, Sister Ziba, have you done 3 already? I've lost count.
Yeah, I did 3.
Okay, all right. So who's next? Brother Hazim. I think you've done
Sister,
it.
I
Yeah.
didn't do.
Oh, you haven't done. Okay.
No.
Sorry. Mok Mahud. Is this an
I thought
isim
you were
or
just
fi'il?
giving. I was waiting. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this looks like an ism.
Isim.
Ism.
Mhm. Sure.
Because,
Why do you say it's an isim?
because of waw noon and also mu in the beginning. It's ism file.
Okay, because there's no mudara'ah letter in front as
Yes.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is,
So,
what is the status?
so this is marfu.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, marfu. Now I remember why I put that word here. Okay.
Yeah.
Then the sign is?
Sign will be waw.
Oh, wow. Okay, the next one, ja'alna. Just the ja'al. Yeah, because.
Ja'al is fi'l madi.
So this is fi'il.
Fail, yes.
And what's the status of this fi'il?
Status of fail.
It's fi'il madin, so it would be?
Yeah. Marfu.
Sorry?
Marfu.
No. Madin. Fi'il madin is always
Babni.
mabni. Yeah?
Mabni.
Fi'il
Oh,
madin.
yes.
Yeah, mab. So
Yeah.
this is always mabni.
Mabni, yes.
So it's mabni on what?
Sister, it's mabni on fatha, right?
Sukoon.
But here it's sukoon, yeah?
Yeah, it's sukun. Ja'ala usually, right?
Yeah.
So what do we do here? Do we say sukun or do we say?
If we go by the writing, then sukoon.
Yeah, it's usually it is sukun.
Yeah.
What did you put, Brother Hazim, on your?
Sister,
Yeah.
I have a question. That so the status is mabni, but its status can be marfu, mansub, or majjum, right?
It is mabni, but for a
Yeah.
fi'il madin,
Yeah.
no, there is no fi mahali nasab, fi mahali jar, or fi mahali rafa. Yeah, because it's fi'il madin. You
Yeah.
have the mabni fi mahali. Yes, usually when it is a sentence or a shibhu jumlah, or can I say isim? Yes, certain isms that are mabni, like your damirs.
Yeah.
Yeah, those can be fi mahali. But for fi'il mabni, usually no, unless it is a sentence, representing something. Yeah, maybe, maybe but if it is a sentence representing something. But here we have ja'alna.
Yeah. Like if I say that normal jalna, but if I put anjalna, then I can say fi mahle nasab, right? Because for dan,
Anjalna.
like this.
Anjalna as in how do we spell that? Like this? With a
An
hamza?
or alif nun, that is the which make the light, the verb light, that is nasab. An lan likai is an hatta. If I
Okay.
anything, anjalna, then we can say jalna is mabni fi mahli nasab for an.
Ja'ala. Because we are looking at, you mean if you're using mudari, is it?
Madi, yeah, madi
Because
mudari we can see, right?
ah,
Yaj'ala like this, but
for fi'il
madi,
madin, you cannot make it mansub majzum. Fi'il madin is always mabni.
so
So,
we can say fi mahli when mabni. Can we?
yes, but you mean if it is a sentence? Yeah, maybe if you say he sat down, the person who sat down, something like that, right? So he sat down, so we're describing the person, then it might be fi mahali, whatever the status of the person is in this case. Okay? Yeah, maybe it's possible. It's possible. Yeah.
Sister
But
Zara,
we
what she's
haven't,
asking,
uh-huh.
what she's asking is that the harf nasab, she's asking, can they come before fail mazi? They only come before fail mudari, you know, like lan likai.
Yes. Nawasibs only come before Mudaric. This is what I was saying just now.
Yeah.
No, I think sometime come. I saw in my past, then but they did not make it. It is
Mhm.
because of mabni.
There is one case, I think, but this one is more like from Masdar, when you make it into a Masdar. Is that what you mean?
No.
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
Then the Masdar would be a fi mahali, because it's a Masdariya. It's a fi'il that you make it into a Masdar. So then it becomes
Yeah.
fi mahali something. Yeah.
No,
So
different.
this
Okay.
this one we'll probably do a revision on this too sometime down the line. I think we did it before. Did we do this before, Sister Alin? Where we changed the fi'il to did I do theory on this? I can't remember. Do you remember? Sister Alin, are you there? Oh, nobody fell down. Yeah, we were going to check Ja'alna, right? I just want to confirm the. Oh, where did my thing go? Is it on sukun or what just now? That was what the question was. Is it a sukun or? And I was checking Brother Hazim's answer. Oh, you put not applicable. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to leave it on Asukun there, and then I will check again. Who's doing the next one?
Sister Zara, the
Yes.
question, can we say mabni lil ma'loom here? Because it could be mabni lil majhul.
Not with Ja'al. Not with Ja'al.
Okay.
Not with Ja'al. Yeah.
So it's not mabni lil ma'loom. That's
Because it have to start when it is a madin and it is mujarrad, and when we want to make it majhul, what happens to the sound? Let's say nasara, you want to make it
Nusira.
Nusira.
Yeah. I'm saying can we say mabni lil ma'loom? Like there are two ways to, like if you want to differentiate it, like mabni, then it can be either ma'loom or majhul.
Yes. When you know the doer, then it's ma'lum. When you don't know the doer, yeah, it is majhul. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I was like when you are explaining things, so like can we say it like mabni lil ma'loom, like to elaborate on
Yes.
that?
Yes, you can elaborate on that if you want to explain further. But of course, when it is actually majhul, you would say it comes in the form of majhul first, right? That means mabni majhul, lil majhul. And then you go on to say mabniyun ala something. There are two mabnis in that sentence. One to say that it comes in the form of majhul, mabniyun lil majhul. And then you go on to say Mabni, fi mahali, whatever. Mabni on something, fi mahali something lah. No, if it is, yeah. Have you seen a majhul sentence before? The Irab of a majhul sentence before? Yes, I'm sure you have. Sister Ziba?
Yeah, I don't remember it like off the
Okay.
mind right now, but yeah, it should be there.
Yeah. I don't know whether I can think of anything. We did that ayah. What ayah was it? 22, was it? We were talking about family 1, family 4. Do you remember that? The number. Turja'un. Oh my goodness, they use another term, lama lam yusamma. They don't have the mabniyun majhul. This is another way of saying, when we say that this lama lam yusamma, that means the fa'il is not named. Yeah, it means you don't know the fa'il. This is another way of writing majhul. I would have to go to my Mufassal, isn't it? Mufassal will have this. Sorry, we are 10-12. We finish another 3 rows, okay? But I'll come back to you on the majhul, Sister Ziba. Yeah, I'll PM you on that.
When we do it comes across, inshallah, we'll do it.
Yeah, coming. All right, now how to find that thing again. Okay, we just finish 1, 3, and then we continue with the next week. Yeah, let's just finish this. Okay. Khalfihim, Sister Riley. Are you there? Is she still there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Khalfihim. Is this a fi'il or a isim or khalfi? Khalfi. How would you rationalize this? Is it a fi'il or not? Have you done this part? Did you reach this part? I think the kasrah kind of like gives it away.
Sister, is it not one of the special mudafs?
As in?
Khalfi, isn't it one of the
In front
isn't the zarf
and behind,
at
is
the
it?
back? Yeah. So then in that case it will be an ism, right?
Yes, it is an isim. Do you see that, Sister Rani? This is an isim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isin.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
because of the kasra.
Yeah. So this would definitely be what would the
Majrur.
status majrur? Yep. And the sign is of course.
Kasra.
Who has only fa'aghshaynahum? We just wanted the aghshayna. Aghshayna. All right. What is this? Aghshayna.
Fi'il.
Okay. What type of fi'il?
Mudari.
Why? Because?
I think this one would be
Oh,
Madi because from Aslama family.
Sorry.
Akshaya.
Yeah, that's correct. Mubarak. And the status is?
I'm not sure.
This is Mudari. Yeah.
Not Mudari, Mati.
Mazi.
Madi. If it is, you said Aslama family, right?
Yes.
Which is correct. Akshayna. So that means the Hamza in front is not a Mudara'ah, right?
Yes.
And the Fa'il would be? what would the fa'il be? So this would be
نحن
where's my doer?
مبني.
Okay. Okay, nahnu is what we know, but there's a term for this when we do the Irab. Na. What do we call it? A group of people. What do we call them? And they're doing things.
Na al-fa'ilin.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember this, Sister Rani? Na fa'ilin on the table that we were talking about that day. Yeah. Na al-fa'ilin. Yeah. You saw this, right? Inshallah. You will remember that. Okay. So this is fi'il and it is mabni because it's fi'il madin. And it's mabni on a sukun again, I think. Yeah. Okay. Try one more. Try one more. What about this one? Lam tunzirhum.
فعل
Okay, but what type of fi'il?
مضارع
And what's happened to it? The status of this.
مبني
Lam tunzirhum.
مجزوم
Yes. Majzum. Alhamdulillah. And what's the sign?
سكون
It's not mansub. Okay, because this is lam, not lan. So if we translate this, what would be the translation be?
did not
Did not. Yeah. So did not want them. Yeah. If it was lightest, we would have said lan. If this was lan, tunzirhum also, how would we have translated it?
is not
Will not. Yeah.
or
Will
will
not want them. Yeah. Will not. Okay. So the doer here, tunzir.
أن أنت
What's another way of saying it?
here
Oh, no. What I mean is anta is already the doer, but how would we say in a classical Iraq, like this one? Na alpha idin. Yeah.
النسوة
Can anyone help her out with anta? Is it anta?
الضمير مستتر.
Anta is mustatir, is it? Yeah, because we can't see it. Do you have that table with you, Sister Ali? Can you have a look?
the notes
Yes, the note. This is definitely, but it stays hidden, doesn't it? It's only, what are the ones that you can have an outside doer?
who are in here
Right. So anta, this is what sort of mustatir are we looking at?
ضمير
Tamim mustatir, yes. Jawazan or wujuban?
وجوبان
Good. Wujuban. Okay. It has to stay mustatir. You cannot bring it out to put in the outside door. Okay, all right. Alhamdulillah. So we'll stop here tonight. And what do whoever I owe information about, please remind me. Yes. Brother Hazim, do you have any questions you want to ask before we go?
No.
No. Okay, so we will go through this next week, and then we will continue Ayah 23. Yes, so go look up your saf for Ayah 23, but the Irab we can do together, inshallah. Yes. Okay. Then Subhanallah wa bihamdik. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام
وعليكم
ورحمة
السلام
الله
ورحمة الله
وبركاته
جزاك الله
Sister
خير.
Nata, can you
جزاك الله
share these with
خيرا
us?
آمين وإياكم. Sorry?
Will you share these files with us, inshallah?
Oh yes, yes. Once we have completed them, just now, yes, definitely the Ataf Bayan. I will share that, inshallah.
Yeah, and also this table so we can do it.
Okay, yes, for you to continue it. Okay,
Yeah.
inshallah.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you for
Ameen wa alaikum.
class.
It was a pleasure, inshallah.